What if I told you the wildest Diddy rumor might actually be true? Saucy Santana's ex just dropped a claim so shocking it could change everything we thought we knew. HIV, leaked records, secret parties, and receipts. And the most shocking part, Santana's silence. Let's break it all down because this might be the messiest scandal yet. Saucy Santana's ex just dropped a major bombshell and now people are connecting it straight back to Diddy. For a while, folks online have been whispering about some sort of link between Santana and Diddy, but this is the first time someone close to Santana has come forward to confirm what many were already thinking. According to Saucy Santana's ex, things are a lot messier behind the scenes than people thought. He claims Santana allegedly contracted HIV and the person he's pointing the finger at is none other than Diddy. This is not just gossip being tossed around online anymore. Santana's ex says he has real proof. He brought out what appeared to be leaked medical documents that show Santana's positive HIV diagnosis. But he didn't stop there. He also shared what he says are receipts, placing Santana and Diddy together during that exact same time frame. The implication is clear. He believes the connection between Santana and Diddy is not just personal, it could be the very reason behind Santana's health status. Now, this claim has completely shaken social media. People have been whispering about Diddy and his alleged involvement in all sorts of hidden relationships, but this time, it feels different. This is the first time someone who was personally involved with Santana has come forward and pointed to Diddy directly. And it is not just a wild story, it's one with what appears to be receipts. This is why people are saying the situation around Diddy is spiraling into something much darker than just celebrity rumors. It's no longer just about secret relationships or wild parties. This time, it involves someone's health, and possibly, someone's life. And just when it seems like the drama cannot get more intense, another name gets dragged into the mess. Every new revelation pulls Diddy deeper into the storm, linking him to more people, more secrets, and more scandals within the industry. What started as whispers has grown into a loud, constant conversation, and this latest twist with Santana has taken it to another level. Let us break it all down. The timeline matters here. According to the ex, Santana and Diddy were allegedly involved around the same time Santana was diagnosed. That overlap is what's raising eyebrows. He claims that the documents he shared are not fake, and the connection to Diddy is no coincidence. In fact, he challenged anyone, especially Santana, to call him out if he's lying. He made it clear that he's ready to show more if needed. And what's got people even more suspicious is Santana's reaction, or lack of one. Normally, Santana is not shy when it comes to clapping back. He's known for defending himself loud and proud whenever his name gets dragged, but this time, he's gone quiet. Since Chef D made these claims, Santana hasn't denied anything, hasn't posted a response, and hasn't taken to social media like he usually does. For a lot of fans and followers, that silence is speaking louder than words. Now, let's talk about Diddy. His name has been swirling in controversy for months now, especially after those lawsuits and legal battles started piling up. People have already noticed that something seemed off with him, especially during his first court appearance, where fans pointed out that he looked thinner and more tired than usual. That alone sparked a whole new wave of speculation about his health. Some people said it was the stress of all the lawsuits. Others weren't so sure, they thought something deeper might be going on. Rumors started flying, connecting Diddy to health issues far beyond stress or exhaustion. Now, with Chef D claiming that Santana got HIV from Diddy, those old rumors have come back stronger than ever. And the internet is eating it up. There's also another layer to this. For a long time, people in the industry and fans online have speculated about what really goes down at Diddy's infamous parties. Those rumors have only grown, especially with testimonies like Jane Doe's, who claimed Santana was allegedly involved in entertaining guests at private events hosted by Diddy. According to Jane Doe, Santana wasn't just attending these parties, he was allegedly working them. She said he was being paid to entertain certain high-profile guests, and even hinted at some pretty dark things going on behind closed doors. She also claimed that Santana was close enough to Diddy to report back to him, possibly throwing others under the bus to prove his loyalty. When you line up Jane Doe's claims with what Chef D is saying now, it paints a very unsettling picture. Santana's loyalty to Diddy may have gone way deeper than anyone realized, and now, the consequences are becoming harder to ignore. Social media is in chaos over this. Fans are divided. Some believe Chef D is just trying to stir up attention. Others say there is no way he would bring up something as serious as HIV without having real evidence. And then there are those who believe both Chef D and Jane Doe, saying there's too much smoke for there not to be fire. What makes it all so intense is how calculated it feels. The leaked documents, the timing, the connections to known events like those freak-offs. None of it feels random anymore. People are starting to wonder, if this is what's being exposed now, what else could be going on behind the scenes? So, now the question is yours. Do you believe Chef D's claims? If Santana really was involved with Diddy, and these rumors are true, what does that mean for the rest of the people close to Diddy? Could there be others? Could more names come out? The timing, the leaks, the silence, it's all adding up to something bigger than gossip. It looks like we're only scratching the surface, and if you thought this was wild, wait until you see the next video. The receipts that are about to be revealed take everything to a whole new level. So stay locked in. It all kicked off when Chef D went live on TikTok with influencer Rosa. And let us just say they had a lot to get off their chests about Saucy Santana, the self-proclaimed material girl. If you did not know, Chef D and Santana were rumored to have had a fling back in the day, but it ended when Chef D went to jail. Their connection stopped there. But during that TikTok live, things took a wild turn. Chef D suddenly changed the topic and asked Rosa why he no longer speaks to Santana. And Rosa did not hold back at all. He was clearly emotional and started talking about loyalty. He said he stands by people who stand by him. He is not fake, and if someone is not showing love back, he pulls away. Rosa added that even though he is 30, he feels like he still looks young, and with age comes wisdom, so he is not falling for the same games anymore. The vibe was clear. He felt betrayed and was finally ready to speak on it. Rosa did not hold back during that live stream. He started off by joking that he is 39 years old but still looks 29 or even 21 on a good day. But once he got past the laughs, he quickly shifted into a serious tone. What he said next made it clear. He has no time for fake energy. According to him, when he loves someone or considers them close, he gives them genuine love and loyalty. So when people start acting funny or giving off weird energy, he does not ignore it. In his eyes, if everyone around you has the same problem with your behavior, maybe the issue is not them, it is you. Rosa made it known that he is no longer tolerating half-hearted friendships. He said if someone wants to be his friend, they need to act like it. Do not go back and forth or pick and choose when to be loyal. He is not interested in people who flip the switch depending on their mood or who they are around. That is not real friendship, and he is not entertaining it anymore. He shared that he is in a new phase of his life now, one where he is keeping the same energy that others bring to him. If someone gives him love and support, he will do the same. But if they come with attitude, lies, or shady behavior, he will match that too. Rosa is no longer overextending himself for people who do not value him. He also took a moment to talk about how easy it is for people to blame platforms like TikTok or Instagram for all the drama. But to him, social media is not the problem. The real issue is the people behind the screens. Some folks are just broken on the inside. They bring that mess into every relationship they touch. Rosa said it plainly: when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Do not make excuses for their behavior. Learn the lesson and move on. His message was clear. He is choosing peace, honesty, and consistency, and anyone who cannot bring that to the table can stay out of his life. Now clearly, Rosa had a lot to say. And of course, Santana was not about to sit back and let it slide. He jumped into the live and told them to stop being shady and say whatever they needed to say to his face. But things only got messier from there. Santana asked what the live was even supposed to be about. Was it an interview? A comeback story about Chef D getting out of jail? Because it did not seem like that anymore. Instead of talking about his fresh start, the whole thing turned into a gossip session about Santana. That is when Santana clapped back hard. He called Chef D a liar and said the man was just chasing clout. Santana claimed that when Chef D got out of jail, the very first person he called was him. And Santana says he was live at the time, so he tried to keep things private. Chef D wanted everyone to know he was out. Santana went on to say that Chef D was supposed to come back, focus on cooking, and stay in his lane as a chef. Instead, he was chasing attention online, starting drama, and ignoring the real questions, like why he went to jail in the first place. But just when people thought it could not get any wilder, Chef D fired back. He dropped some serious personal claims about Santana and said he had the proof to back it all up. He even showed Rosa some private photos from his phone, though he did not share them publicly. Then things got petty. Chef D called Santana names and made fun of him, swearing that he would never get involved with him romantically. He said he has standards, and Santana does not meet them. At this point, everyone involved was throwing shade, airing out secrets, and dragging each other down. The internet, loving the drama, but behind the views and viral clips. This was just a messy fallout between people who once were close, and now cannot even stand each other. This drama just keeps getting messier. Just when people thought things could not get any worse, Chef D jumped back on live and took things to a whole new level this time, with some heavy accusations about Saucy Santana. Chef D claimed that Santana allegedly has HIV and that this was the real reason he distanced himself. But what really got the internet buzzing was when Chef D said Santana caught the virus from Diddy. That bold claim quickly reignited old rumors that Santana and Diddy were secretly involved. Chef D did not stop there. He said the rumors about Santana and Diddy were true, and to prove it, he claimed he had copies of Santana's medical records. He even challenged Santana to call him out if he was lying, saying he would release the documents if dared. And here is the part that has everyone talking. Since those claims were made, Santana has gone silent. He has not clapped back, denied it, or said anything, and to many people online, that silence feels suspicious. The timing of this whole situation raised even more questions, especially since Diddy has been the subject of rumors like this before. If you have been keeping up, you probably remember when Diddy showed up in court after being hit with lawsuits. People immediately noticed how much weight he had lost, and the internet exploded with theories, some saying it looked like more than just stress. That is when the first wave of health-related speculation started. Some even suggested he might be dealing with something serious, like HIV. Now, with Chef D claiming that Santana allegedly got the virus from Diddy, those whispers have turned into loud conversations online. Fans are shocked. And even though Chef D never directly said Santana was Diddy's boy toy, his words strongly hinted at that relationship. And let's be honest, people have already been gossiping about Diddy and Santana doing more than just hanging out. Chef D even claimed Diddy allegedly pimped Santana out to his wealthy friends. And here is where it gets even darker. Jane Doe, who testified during one of Diddy's court cases, mentioned Santana, too. According to her, Santana was allegedly being paid to entertain rappers at private events, those wild secretive parties Diddy is rumored to host. She said the first time she saw Santana was at one of these freak-offs, but it did not stop there. She claimed she ran into him again at another party hosted by a different famous rapper. Jane Doe also claimed that Santana was so close to Diddy that he allegedly snitched on her to prove his loyalty to him. When you look at all this together, it seems like Santana's loyalty went much deeper than people thought, and maybe so did the consequences. But this is not the first time Santana and Diddy's names have been tied together in rumors. DJ Academics already stirred the pot months ago on his podcast. As soon as he heard about the alleged relationship between Diddy and Santana, he put it out there. He said it was not just friendly, it was way more than that, and he did not stop there. On another podcast episode, DJ Academics brought on Wack 100 and other guests. The conversation took a wild turn when Diddy's name came up, not for music, but for his alleged connections to wild parties and even Tupac. Wack 100 avoided the direct question about Tupac but hinted that he knows a lot more about Diddy's private life than he is letting on. He said those whispers about what goes on at Diddy's parties, they are probably true. When asked what he meant by parties, Wack just laughed and said that those were the kind of events people like Gene Deal have spoken about, where the guests show up in nothing but towels. And according to Wack, Diddy is guilty, not of crimes in court, but of throwing wild events no one is supposed to talk about. So here's the thing, when Wack 100 started talking about Diddy's wild parties, he wasn't making that up out of thin air. He was actually referring to that viral Drink Champs clip where Diddy made things super awkward with Fabulous. He kept pushing this idea that they had never really partied together. And let's be honest, he wasn't talking about clubs or popping bottles. You could read between the lines and tell it was something else in the video. Diddy sat there with Fabulous and Jadakiss, talking in a way that made everybody uncomfortable. He said things like, "I like when you like this, daddy," and "Why won't you party with me for your birthday?" The way he said it did not sound innocent, and that clip alone had people raising eyebrows. But Wack 100 didn't stop there. He straight up claimed that Diddy Saucy Santana, and even Young Miami were not just having regular parties, they were having parties. And anyone who's been following this kind of tea knows exactly what that means. Now when Wack said this, folks tried to brush it off like it was a joke. But he doubled down and called it out, again putting names and hints right out in the open. And once those rumors about Santana and Diddy started spreading again, Santana tried to shut everything down. He went online and denied everything. He said people were just making stuff up, running with fake stories, and trying to push lies. Santana even talked about how much it used to bother him saying he would watch YouTube videos and get frustrated because the stories were so far from the truth. According to him, he never played like that, and neither did Young Miami. He said she does not even entertain anything gay. So the rumors were just nonsense to him. Santana explained that Diddy was just his best friend and nothing more. He was frustrated that people kept twisting things and making it look like there was something else going on. He kept saying, "I'm not giving that," trying to make it clear that those stories were false. But now, things have gone far beyond just rumors of a friendship. The moment Chef D brought up HIV, everything changed. That was the part nobody expected, and Chef D is not holding back. He said if Santana keeps denying things, he is ready to take it all the way and expose more. Now, the real question that has everyone buzzing is Chef D actually telling the truth? Because if even part of what he is saying turns out to be real, it would completely shift the way we see this entire situation. And if Diddy really is connected to this drama, as the rumors seem to suggest, then it forces us to take a hard look at everything else swirling around him. What else could be going on behind the scenes, and how much of it has been hidden from the public eye all along? Think about it: the leaked documents, the eerily perfect timing of these allegations, and the way the stories all seem to connect back to those mysterious industry parties Diddy is always whispered about. It is almost too aligned, too synchronized. This does not feel like a bunch of random drama stitched together by gossip. This feels like pieces of a puzzle finally clicking into place. And people are not just wondering if Chef D is lying, they are asking why now? Why come forward with these accusations at this exact moment? Is it revenge? Is it about truth? Or is there something bigger being revealed, something much darker that others have been too scared to expose? The silence from Santana is only fueling the fire. Normally quick to respond, clap back, and clear the air, his sudden decision to stay quiet has fans raising eyebrows. To some, it seems like guilt. To others, it is damage control. But regardless of how you see it, one thing is clear: this silence is louder than words. If even half of these claims are true, then we are not just talking about celebrity gossip anymore. We are talking about reputations, secrets, and potential health crises all playing out in the public eye. And if Diddy really is involved, this would not just affect him. It could open the door to more accusations, more leaked stories, and more names being dragged into the chaos. So here we are left wondering what is real, what is rumor, and what has yet to be revealed. Because this situation, it feels far from over. What do you think? Could all of this really be true? Or is this just another messy internet spiral? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't go anywhere. The next video has the receipts. And it's about to take this story to another level.